Once upon a time, in the continent of England, there was a saddle tank called Sherwood. He lives in a railway in Wales with shunting chase of trucks and coaches. He did it for years of time, but he never went anywhere. He had to help a black tender engine. He was called Biggle, who sort of worked, but was a bully. Sherwood hated him, as he had been blamed for no reason. And he knew it was pointless telling his manager. He always tells him to work. This line is who good to work in. I'll have to leave it as a dump and find a better railway, he thought. No wonder my manager's liking Biggle a lot. So he left the railway when finished with the shunting, unseen from Biggle. That will teach them. He crossed the English border, and in England. There wasn't another train taking this line. There's Batchan Wharf I can cool in, just as long as my manager doesn't fool them, said Sherwood. After a long run, Sherwood arrived in the seaside and spotted what he was looking for. At the back of the shed was a set of buffers. He wondered if he could seek a fortune. Not to tell his manager where he was, he thought they were touchable, decided to use them to think. But instead, he went through them. When he recovered, he couldn't believe where he was. "Hello, Sherwood. What are you doing in White Beechwood?" said an engine person. "Oh, I just escaped Wales. Biggle was a bully to me, and the manager was who helped. He'll be looking for me," said Sherwood. How did I get by the way?" he went on. "The buffers, they're magic, not normal ones. They're handy, but if you're to live, perhaps you could tell me my per living, or I can tell you it's miserable and not good. It was once my line till Biggle came. I was slaved, and it was making me think it no good, so I left to work in Beckton, but went through the buffers, ending up here." "That explains a lot. Come on, you can help me with taking that second track of green waste." Sherwood, seeing this, as non-shunting, was pleased. The shift seemed less of a prison job. He hooked up to it and left the ward of White Beach. But as he pulled his train, he couldn't stop thinking on his escape from Wales. "My manager better not find me. He's so stupid." when we came to market, we stopped to see who was standing on the platform. "What are you doing in Tasmania?" the fat controller asked Sherwood. "I escaped Wales, sir. Percy said I was to tell him my reason of running free," said Sherwood. He confessed his departure to find a better line, and about Biggle. "You can live her, and I'll tell the police that line it was empty. It's my belief you were trained at from a factory," said the fat controller. "Trained at? All my days I was abducted. No wonder Biggle wanted me silent. I hope he scrapped, I can tell you that much. Sherwood lives in my continent, working on any job he was to do." News of his escape spread like fire. Biggle, when he heard this, was livid, so livid that he shunted his train in a shed, destroying a workshop, and even more when his manager got arrested for fraud, robbery of school money, and violating railways, as he was on parole. Biggle decided to hunt Sherwood. He remembered Beckton he once worked in, thinking he went there. When he spotted the buses, he with the coupe went through them, as he heard talks of it existing. And as he went through them, he began looking. He better be here somewhere, but he wasn't expecting what could stop him. As he rested from his run, suddenly a bang from a truck hit his buffers and then exploded, dropping gravel on Biggle. To his surprise, it was Sherwood who gave him the assault. "Come with me." To end his life, he cleaned up the mess and shunted Biggle in a tip. Once he was shunted, he let some monsters who, when he was cool, at his wheels. We love eating junk. The cab pieces were taken away from Sherwood, as he wanted to give them to who wanted them. Biggle was depressed. His manager was arrested. His wheels and pieces were gone. He just didn't know what to do anymore, as he would rest there to fill up with rust. Months passed, and more rust came on him. The more rusty he looked, the more buried he was when the soil ate him up. Sherwood had a much happier younghood, but when he visits Ubina Tip, he would suspect the wind to make Biggle's whistle, which would tell the hoof of his enemy would start whooping in where he lives. "You take me back, mate," even if you'll be ignored. Where you rest is in the scrap pile. Excuse me, I was eating that whistle, said Tullah, who looked up suddenly. Sorry, but thanks. The wind will be fed to it, said Sherwood. He left the tip to who? Pleased, he saw the laughter of Bickle